Hey guys, it's Total Chaos. Welcome to my channel, my first Gran Turismo Sport upload, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. But we're going to be doing 3 races in Race A today, in the Miatas around Miyabi, starting in 5th place for the first race. Always a little worried about Race A just because they're typically SR and DR down fests, but I actually really enjoyed this racing today. These are probably the 3 best races I had all week. At least as far as competitiveness and my overall performance. So again, starting in 5th, no traction control needed on the start, as they're not super powerful cars. But as you'll see, it is just nose to tail and very close racing, as everybody's in the same car. Already running into an issue here though. I have nowhere to go, and Joko is trying to turn in on me, so I have to back out. Chaos going on behind me, as you can see on the radar. A couple guys wrecking themselves. Coming to the 1 braking zone. More chaos by me, almost getting clipped. There's like 6 cars on the radar there at one point. But I get through and actually get a really good run out of the last corner here. And take 4th position, but I have nowhere to go here, so I end up going into the back of Joko. But in 4th place nevertheless, so we're up in 1 position on lap 1. So already up 1 position. Got to try and stay as close to the rumble strip there on turn 1 and try not to go too wide like I did just there, but getting out okay. Feeling the pressure behind from Turismo here. He's right behind me. And going into the braking zone here, he ends up, I just get a little wobbly on the exit. He ends up going up inside and takes the position back. So back down to 5th place, frustratingly. But still in my qualifying position, so in this race, that's definitely not a bad thing. Could be a lot worse. So I've got a little bit of a run on Turismo here, but again, nowhere to go. Try to take the wide entry into the corner, hit that apex. So I got a little better of an exit here. But again, you know, not super powerful cars and everybody in the same car. It's pretty tough to make that big of a gain on the exit. So coming into the braking zone, kind of just leaves the inside open, but I just got kind of a messy overtake getting to the side of him. I do get the position, no penalty, but definitely not the cleanest overtake in the world, but no penalty, and get 4th place. I'm actually SR up, so penalty system doing me a solid there. I'm going to turn 1 on lap 4 here. Definitely missing the apex on this lap that time, but going purple in sector 1, so obviously doing something right. Through the chicane, being sure to use both curbs on both halves of the chicane. Purple again, a little late on the brakes though, and get pushed wide by Turismo. And it is written gets through too, so down to 6th place, and just all because of braking a little bit too late, maybe just a couple meters too late into the braking zone there. So frustratingly down into 6th place now, Super GT's position, but just trying to stay close, stay in the slipstream, and try and get back up at least into 5th place and finish where I started. So coming through the chicane here, using all the curb on the first half, all the curb on the second half, using all the curb on the exit, getting my braking point a little bit better, still a little late, going a little wide, actually having to lift there on the exit. It is written goes way wide into the grass there, and he's actually going to get a penalty for that. So that's a good thing. So he'll have to serve that next lap. So I just got to stay close, stay in the draft of both these guys, and I'll definitely get 5th place. So coming into, we're on lap 6 now, going purple again using all the curbing, even a little bit of the grass there, a little wide on the exit though, still purple. Gotta be careful braking with dirty tires, so I think I braked a little earlier there than I usually do, but end up coming out the exit okay. Actually getting a pretty decent run off the final corner here. So it is written, gets to serve his penalty. I get up to 5th place, and this race kind of calms down. Not much happens after that, so I do end up getting 5th place. So I finished where I started, so I can't be too unhappy about that. But just really close racing. A couple of mistakes by me, a couple of mistakes by other people too. But you know, obviously the focus is just super close racing, and you know, not really a lot of. You can't really afford to make many mistakes, as you know, everybody's in the same car and everybody's so close. You definitely spend that entire race in the slipstream of the person ahead of you. But so 5th place, not too bad, and a clean race. On to race 2. On to race 2 then, starting in 7th this time. A couple familiar faces in this race as last time Turismo and Joe Coe, notably. Flashing the pop-up headlights because long live pop-up headlights, am I right? So getting a good start here. Again, not needing to use traction control or anything for the start, which is nice in some low-powered cars. And just try, and you can actually just go wide open all the way through this corner, just trying to stay to the inside in case somebody washes out wide, and try and stay close to everyone. So up behind Vandelay here, trying to navigate through the chicane, going a little wide, getting a little loose, going to the braking zone, and just kind of getting bumped around, bumping into Vandelay. It is written coming through, and here I have nowhere to go. I end up getting bumped, and I end up going back into Vandelay and losing it myself. Just a bad error on my part. I wasn't sure what else to do there though. He was up next to me, and I was on the outside, and really I was. If I didn't wreck there, I was probably going to get a penalty for cutting the second half of that ending chicane. But so that was frustrating. Fast forward a little bit here up to lap number 3, the end of lap number 3. Getting a good exit out of the final corner here, trying to catch up. Of course, I'm in 12th position out of 12 people. Do set the fastest lap there on lap 3, so I am catching up to everyone. Again, just trying to keep it nice and tight on the on turn 1 there. Going purple again, actually improving quite a bit. I'm in the slipstream here of Vandelay now, so I'm sure that's helping a lot. Purple again, and then sector 2. Braking just the right point, and getting on the gas nice and early, shifting up to 3rd. Yellow flag, somebody's spun up here. But yeah, in the slipstream of Vandelay the entire lap, so that definitely helped my lap time. Actually setting a 46.4, which is actually faster than the fastest qualifying time in the region, at least as of right now. Of course, slipstream assisted, but just a really, really good lap. I'm actually really happy with that lap. Right on the back of Vandelay here now, coming through the chicane, actually lifting a little bit because I want to actually stay to the inside, but he actually takes the normal racing line, so I send it up the inside, but don't carry quite enough speed through the corner. He actually gets the cutback on me. Now he's on my outside, so I tried to keep it clean there. I had to lift though. He ends up taking the position back, so that's kind of frustrating, but you know, I didn't have much choice there. I just didn't get the exit correct after the braking zone there. I didn't carry enough speed through the corner, so got to try and set something up here again. Another good exit out of the first corner. Trying to catch up to Vandelay, of course, in the slipstream, and getting a good run on him here, and expecting him to go defensive. He just takes the racing line again, so I say, well, let's try it again, take 2. Carry a little more speed, sit on the apex a little longer, protect against the cutback, and keep the position this time. So unfortunately, that was about all the action that happened. That was just a frustrating race, and wasn't really happy with it. Getting 10th, unfortunately. So definitely not as good as the first race, but room to improve. But funnily enough, got the fastest lap and got a clean race with all that contact. So, funny penalty system. But and actually get a comment here. Mega lap. Throwback to the Lewis Hamilton DLC there, and all the Super GT memes that he uses, and I just respond with the only thing I can think of, Slipstream, because that's what got that fastest lap. It wasn't me. On to race 3. On to race 3 then, and this race was incredible. Really, really good race. Definitely my best race of the week, and also my best qualifying position of the week as well. Starting in 4th place this time, but a lot of fast guys in this lobby. Pretty much the top 3 are all very fast. But definitely a good race here. Forget to turn my traction control off. Luckily I get it turned off before the race starts. Getting a really good launch off the line, or maybe just a bad launch by a Guy here, but I actually get a run on him in turn 1, lap 1, and I managed to get up the inside here and hold the inside and get 3rd place right off the bat. So a really good start on my part, and or again, maybe just a bad start on his. But yeah, that was the only time that ever happened the whole time I was doing this race, managing to get an overtake like that. So into the braking zone here, looking around the outside, not really anything there. Getting to the back of Joe Coe, which allows a Guy to get up next to me here. Try to give him the space. I end up having to lift and get a little out of shape, so he ends up getting up next to me here and actually crossing the line ahead of me. So kind of a net zero. It's up the inside of me here, so I have to give him the space. 5th place, of course, parking right up my tree here, so I have to try and hold him off as well. Thought I saw the space opening up on the inside on the exit there, but I didn't have the momentum. But just trying to stay close here and watching the leaders already pulling away. Into the braking zone. Trying to carry as much momentum around the outside here as I see 5th place was trying to go on the inside. It is written. Trying to go up the inside, but he actually backs out, which was probably a smart move by him, because I think that last chicane there, as we've seen earlier in the video, is kind of hectic and can cause a lot of issues if you go through there side by side. There's just not enough space. So on to lap 3 then, still firmly in the slipstream of a Guy here, but it is written right behind me. Trying to stay tough here and trying to stay close, going purple into sector 2. Going a little wide. Thought there could have been something around the outside there, but realized shortly into the braking zone that was not going to happen. So getting a good exit out of the final corner there onto lap 4. And a Guy going kind of wide into the entrance into turn 1, so I see the gap open up and I take it. Nice move up the inside, taking 3rd place back. Definitely felt really good about that move when it happened, and setting the fastest sector 1 as well at the same time. But focusing a little too much on 1st and 2nd ahead, and getting a little loose coming into the braking zone. He gets the spot right back, and it is written on the outside again, but again he lifts off and gives me the space, thankfully. So back and forth racing, really, really close racing, but definitely we're losing the leaders here a little bit. Hopefully they start battling a little bit more. On to lap 5, so the race is already halfway over. These races only last about 5 minutes, so they're pretty fast. Yeah, just trying to stay in the slipstream of a Guy here to not lose too much time, and hopefully we can gain on the leaders here. Going purple into sector 2 again. I'm just trying to carry as much momentum around the exit of this corner, because it really sets you up well for the main straight here. A little wide on the exit though, so I think I lost a little momentum there. Lap 6. He's wide again. I get a pretty good entrance into the corner, and we are definitely catching first and second. Definitely a lot closer, firmly in the slipstream here of the leaders actually. So they've been battling and have slowed each other down, so it's kind of gotten us back into the race. Going purple again in sector 2. And getting kind of bottled up here though is Matt and Agee. A lot of contact, but we all managed to make it through. No penalties. And we lived to race another day, but that did allow It Is Written to catch up to us pretty significantly. He's right on the back of me here, so I go defensive, but in turn end up going inside of Agee and getting third place back. A little bit of contact, but again, no penalties. Everybody's bumping back behind me, and I get the position with not the cleanest of overtakes. But focusing on trying to catch the leaders, or at least keep up with them. Trying to nail this braking zone here. Fourth place looking up the inside, and I end up getting sent by Henram here, ramming his hen up the inside on in the braking zone. A really good move, actually, a strong move, but a good move, putting himself into the position of getting the overtake. So here we are, there's 4 of us here, all within a few tenths of each other, fighting for third. Got 5th place up the inside here a little bit. I'm looking at the inside of Henram as he drifts a little wide on the exit, and I actually end up taking 3rd place back. So really, really incredible racing here. But coming into the chicane, I cross in front of him, somehow hold it together. Everybody is just all over the place. But yeah, I am still in 3rd somehow. Get the braking point all wrong after processing what had just happened, and get the turn in incorrect also, but managed to make it work, and gonna come home in 3rd place on the final step of the podium. So felt really good about that race. Really, really close racing and a lot of fun, and I'm somehow managing to not get a penalty through all that with all the contact. Actually, a lot of people making contact and no penalties, so the penalty system just kind of letting us race there, which is really nice. Wish they would do more of that, but definitely a very, very fun race. Getting 3rd place, my best finish in this race, I believe. But funnily enough, getting a clean race. So yeah, the penalty system really letting us race there and not dinging us for contact. So that was a lot of fun. But in the post-race lobby here, I had to say something, because the racing between like the top 5 or 6 of us was really, really good, really close, and we all did a really good job of keeping it as clean as possible. So I try to make sure that people are acknowledged, because if people get acknowledged, maybe they'll continue to do that in the future. But if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. And again, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so now. I'm going to try and do this a little more, and I also stream on Twitch, and I'll put the link to my channel in the description. But again, thanks for watching and making it this far in the video, and I'll see you on the next one.